Welcome back to Let Us Learn to Lead video series on free open source software designed by M. Srinivasan, Training Associate Mathematics, Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, Zonal Institute of Education and Training, Mumbai. Self-learning contents in video form on GeoGebra, a dynamic mathematics software, is presented at this video series. To view the contents, you may join Google Classroom by using the class code 73AUMBO. In this video, you will learn designing a worksheet to explore hyperbola from its equation. For preparing this video lecture, I used Windows 10 operating system, a licensed version, GeoGebra 5.0, a free open source software, and free open source screen recorder software. Let us start. Let us see what type of worksheet we are trying to design. We are trying to design a worksheet on exploring hyperbola. Suppose a child is having the equation, both the types, x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1, or y square by a square minus x square by b square is equal to 1. Now, this particular worksheet will explore totally the hyperbola, the contents of it, its foci, its vertices, latus rectum, length of the transverse axis, conjugate axis, and its graph also. For example, I will go for this 16 and 9. I am just taking one example. You see, automatically whenever you press enter, it tells where the foci lies, where the transverse axis lies, what is the value of A, what are the vertices, what is the value of C, and what is the eccentricity, and what is the transverse axis, conjugate axis, and length of the latus rectum. Suppose if you click new problem, then you can go and enter this also. For example, you are entering here 16 and 9. I am just taking one example. It tells the other type of the hyperbola. Therefore, a child, whenever he is looking after any equation from any textbook or any book, he can come and use this worksheet to explore the hyperbola totally. Let us try to design this dynamic worksheet from scratch. For that, I have taken GeoGebra dynamic worksheet. In the option, we can have labeling of new points only. We will take the heading as exploring hyperbola. The child will be asked to enter the values. Therefore, we will have a slider for small a from 1 to 100 with increment to 1. Okay. One more slider, B, with increment 1 to 100, with increment as 1. We have to make the children to enter the equation. For that, we'll go for this ABC text, go to the latex formula, go for this A by B. In the numerator, you type x square, small x square. From the symbol, you can get this square. Leave gap, leave some 2 spaces, space number 1, then space number 2, minus, again space number 1, space number 2, again go for this A by B, again you type y square. I think here y square is there, leave it empty, then you can have a space equal, you can have a space is equal to 1. Okay, our intention is that the child will come and enter x square by something minus y square by something. How to make them enter it? Go for this input box. In that you type enter, link the object A with that. Go for this object property, go to this style, make it as 2, and then enter it. It will be a fixed object, remove it, and then press escape, and then it can be moved. Okay, child can enter. Similarly, go for another input box. Again, you can make it big. I am just making it very small. You can make it big, as I showed you in that the worksheet for whatever we have prepared, that I have already shown you. You can do that also. Okay, accordingly you do the adjustments. Okay, enter x square by a square. Okay, now let us do something. We will have 16 here, then we will have 9 here. Okay, just for practice, because we are going to explore it. If you do the changes automatically, it is going to change. Anyway, we need the values of a and b. Therefore, square root of a you need. Square root of a you need. That is c, you have to remember. Square root of b you need, because that will be b. Okay, shall we start it now? Okay, go to the text. The hyperbola is, okay, you can go to the latex formula, then only it will be nice. Otherwise you have to use slash slash. The child may not like it. Go to this latex formula, go for the first one, x square by a square. But here remember, it is not a square, it is a only. That you have to remember. Minus, anyway it will be hidden, therefore the child may not know that what is it actually. Y square. If you expand it, then you will get more space, so you can visualize it properly. Divided by b is equal to 1. Okay, you see, you got the equation now. Whenever you do changes here, automatically this also will get changed. Let us explain to the children that the foci will be on x-axis, the transverse axis along x-axis. Okay, let us try to get that figure now. For that, it's very simple. Here you type simply x square. What you have to type? X square by a square. Therefore, x square by a minus y square. Therefore, from here once again square by b is equal to 1. Oh, you got it now. Anyway, now remember, in this equation you are seeing that the coefficient of y square is negative. Remember, this equation will be taken by GeoGebra like this only. That is multiplying, taking LCM as 16 and into 9 and then multiplying it totally by 16. Okay, you know that. What is the meaning of just talking about it? Okay. Now, let us try to explain to the children what is the hyperbola equation is there. Already I have typed it. Now you can tell the children that what is the value of a. A is equal to, from here it is a square root, therefore c, and b is equal to the value of b is equal to d. Is it okay? Now you have to explain to the children that what is the vertices. For that it is c comma 0, c comma 0. Remember this, it is not a comma 0, it is c comma 0. 1 point you got. Then minus c comma 0. You have to remember that one only. Okay. Now you can explain to the children. Therefore the vertices. Okay. From the symbol, you can have plus or minus. A comma 0. What are the points now? The points are A and B. A and B. Got it. So I think the vertices you got. Is it okay? Now we have to go for the value of C. Therefore C is nothing but square root of a square plus b square. Therefore we have to find SQRT, the square root of, here in this case, a plus b. A plus b. Okay, it is 5. Now you have to remember that it is E. You have to remember that it is E. Therefore C is equal to, from the latex formula, go to the square root. I think we have already done it in ellipse, but it won't be a problem for you if you have understood that. A square plus b square. A square plus b square, which is equal to, once again you can, if you want to express it to the children, you can express it a plus b. Therefore a plus from the object b is equal to, you know what is the object, you got it now, it is E. Therefore E. Okay. Now sometime what will happen, this value of this C may be a surd. For example, you may get root 8 or root 32 like that. Therefore, we are having surd text, SURD text. In that, you type the number E. Actually, in this problem, it will be 5 only. So bring it and put it over here. In some problem, it may not be 5. Therefore, you have to put that C is equal to. Okay, sometimes I think we cannot tell what C is equal to. I will keep it ready. Now, let us explain to the children what is the foci. Okay, before that, we will just try to type the foci now. The foci will be E comma 0. Is it okay? Because E comma 0. Think you got it. Then minus E comma 0. That also you got it. So you can type over here. Therefore, foci are nothing but within the bracket plus or minus C comma 0. Okay. Then that will be in this particular problem. It will be C and D. Therefore, C and D. Therefore, it is C and D. They are the vertices. Sorry, they are the foci. Okay, now what will be the eccentricity? Eccentricity, it is nothing but C by A, therefore E by 4. Or you can type directly. If you don't want, you can directly type it. Eccentricity is equal to latex formula. Within the bracket, you can type it as C. Sorry, I think I did a mistake. Okay, I will remove it. I did a mistake. Okay, I want to do it once again. A by B. A should be removed. You type C here, and here you type A. Okay, which is equal to, once again from the latex formula, here in place of A you should have E. Okay, in place of this A, you know that it should be C, because that is the square root of A we have taken. Is it okay? I think for this, the eccentricity will be always greater than 1. Eccentricity is always greater than 1. Fantastic. Okay, and now I think you need the length of the major axis and minor axis. Therefore, you find what is 2C. Okay, then you find what is 2D. Okay, now you find out what are the variables. They are F and G. Very good. Therefore, we will go for this slide, this one now. Therefore, a length of is equal to 2A is equal to, in this case, it is 8. Therefore, it is F. Got it? Okay, length of the transverse axis you got. Then length of the conjugate axis, okay, is equal to 2B. In this case, it is G. Therefore, it is G. Okay, got it. Then you have to go for length of the lattice rectum. The lattice rectum is 2B square by A. Therefore, 2 multiplied by, what is B square? In this case, it is only B, divided by, what is A? It is C. Finish. Therefore, I think the value will be 9 by 2. You know it. 4.5. Therefore, length of lattice rectum. In the latex formula, if you go, you will not get the space. Or go and get the space. Go and get the space. Go and get the space. Okay, is equal to, in the latex formula, you sorry. The latex formula, go for this A by B. Here you type 2B square. 2B square. Sorry. Got it? Divided by A. Okay, is equal to, I think the value is H. Therefore, the value is H. Got it? I think, okay. Now, remember, all these to be displayed only for this. If I just change it, if I go for the next equation, you know that everything should change. Or how to get it? For that, we are now looking after this. I will just explain only for this. The other one you can automatically do. Here you see x square minus something. This coefficient of y square is negative. For the second type of hyperbola, coefficient of x square will be negative. But what we'll do is, there is one option. Go for coefficient. The coefficient of the polynomial. Which polynomial? Equation 1. I think polynomial or conic, whatever you want, you can have it. Okay, now you see here it is getting it as 1 minus 1.778. Minus 1.7 is in which place? Second place. Therefore, go to the element. It will definitely ask what will be the list. Type L1 there. In that position, you type 2 because minus 1.78 is in position 2. Okay, now what you got now? I is equal to, I think is it I think it is I. I is equal to minus 1.78. What you have to do is all these entries should be displayed only when I is less than 0. Fantastic. Go for this, go to the object property, go to this advanced. Here you type I is less than 0. Enter. Is it okay now? This will be displayed only for the first type. Have some patience. Go for the second one. Go to the object properties. Again you type it and then press enter. Again go to the value of A and B. Go to the object properties and then type it and then press enter. I think for the second one also you have to do like this. For just to avoid the length of this video, I am leaving it to you. For the second one also you have to do it. I will just start the second one and leave it to you so that you can have the condition I is less than 0. Then again go for this C, because I think normally it will not change, but sometimes the value will change. A and B value will change. But you should be, let us do it separately so that to avoid confusions. Therefore we are doing both of them separately. I think this foci condition I is less than 0. After that you press enter and then close. Okay, eccentricity, once again press enter, and then press enter and then close it. 2 more left out. Okay, this to be press enter, close it. Then again length of the conjugate axis I should be less than 0, enter. Length of the lattice rectum, I think sometime length of the lattice rectum may be equal because A and B, first number will be taken as A, second number is taken as B and so on. But anyway, I am not taking chances. I am giving the condition for everything. I want to be little bit fresh. Now this graph also should not come. Is it okay? Hyperbola also should not come. And these points also will change. You know that because for the second case, the vertices and the foci are going to come in the y-axis. For I don't want them to be displayed for the second case. For the first case only they should be displayed. For I don't want them to be displayed for the second case. For I am removing all of them. I am just giving the condition that the coefficient of y square should be negative. That is I is less than 0. Okay, I think I got it most probably. Okay, now how to remove this? Actually go to this OK button. In that OK button you have new problem. In that you type A is equal to question mark, B is equal to question mark. Is it okay? Okay for it. And then if you click it, everything goes. Is it okay? Everything goes. I will put it there. Now let me check whether it works. 16 and then I will go for this 9. It is coming out. Suppose if I consider taking it into 25 and then okay, automatically it comes. Okay, now this is a hyperbola for the first one. Okay, now I don't want it to be displayed for the second one. Let us go for the second one. In the same way, you have to go for a new slider. I think the slider already up to I it has taken, but it will go for J. Otherwise, you can go for integer. If you go for integer, automatically it starts with N, M and so on. If you want to have it as J, no problem. You have to keep it in mind that what is the value of A, what is the value of B. Then you have to remember that. That's all. I'm not telling that it should be, you have to take only this, only that, like that. Okay, if I just take the number, it is actually, you have to remember that it is J. It is from 1 to 100. I'm totally changing. I'm just considering it as a new problem. Once again, I will go for K. Okay, from 1 to 100. Sorry. See it okay. This I will hide it afterwards. Well, go to this ABC text. in that latex formula, you have to go for fraction y square, because for the second type you know that it should be y square by something. Okay, have some space, have some space, have some space, then minus, have some space, have some space, because for that only that enter has to come. That may be my intention. By x square by something, the number the child will enter. Okay, space is equal to, again space is equal to 1. Got it? Therefore the child will come and enter the second equation over here. As usual, you have to go for this input button. Therefore you have to type enter. Which to be linked? J should be linked. Go for J. Okay, right click, fix object, remove object properties, go for this style, make it as 2. Got it? Oh, put it over here. Again go for one more enter. Input box, enter. Linked object should be what? The last one. What is the last one? K. Okay, right click, fix objects, right click, object property. It is a little bit mechanical. Then enter it. Okay, anyway, now we will just go for one more equation over here, that is 16 by 9. I think once again I am just going for it. Okay, now what will be the parabola now? The hyperbola is, okay, latex formula. Okay, go for its space, then go for it. Then you have to go for this latex formula, y square. Therefore y square, sorry, I think there is something wrong. I will remove it. Suppose if you find anything wrong, then you can remove it totally and then go for the latex formula once again, because only that a has to be removed. Therefore y square by, I think the number is j, therefore it should be j. Okay, minus, again latex formula, y square by a square, x square by the second number. You know what is the second number? It is k. Okay, is equal to 1. What is its property? The foci on y axis. I will just write only up to this and then leave it to you. And along y axis. Okay, fantastic. Okay, now let me remaining thing all of you know how to do it. Let me enter this equation, y square by what is it, j minus x square by k is equal to 1. Oh, fantastic, you got it. Now okay, now I will just stop with that because the remaining part you know what to do. You see, this is a equation where this is equation number 2. Once again go for the coefficient of the polynomial equation 2, sorry, eq2. Okay, you remember here what are the things? In the first term it is negative, therefore go for element in the list L2 and the position is 1. Okay, therefore when I think it is L, when L is less than 0, these are to be displayed. Okay, I think something, just a minute. Okay, therefore go to this object property, go to this advanced. Here the value of L should be less than 0. Okay, If L is not less than 0, it will not be displayed. Again, this also L less than 0. Okay, L is less than 0. And this hyperbola also should not be displayed. It should be displayed only when L is less than 0. Okay, I think we have done it. Okay, in the new problem, again go for in that condition, go to this scripting, go to this on click. Already we have taken A, B is equal to question mark. Now you type J is equal to question mark and K is equal to question mark. Is it okay? Then okay. Now you see when I click it, everything goes. Okay, let me check out whether it is working perfectly. I'll just put it in a particular spot so that all of you can see it totally. Okay, little bit disturbed. If you don't want it to be get disturbed, all of you know, right click it, have absolute position, then absolute position. If you do that absolute position, what really happening is, even when you are moving this, okay, that will not get moved. Okay, so this is absolute position, then this is absolute position. You see, it will not get moved. Okay, absolute position, then this is absolute position. Okay, okay, no problem. Okay, now what we will do is we will just try to check whether it works properly. Let us go whether the first one is working, or I will type here 25. Here I will type 16. Oh, the first one is coming. Go to the new problem, it goes. Again, I will type 25 here. I will type 9 here. Oh, the second one is coming. Oh, fantastic. The remaining part, that is foci and so on, you have to do. In everything, you have to remember, after typing, go to the right click, go to the object property. In the advanced, you type L is less than 0. But this is a highly interesting worksheet where a child will come and click this new problem. A first child will come and check one particular hyperbola that will be explored. Second child will come, he will have one more hyperbola. Therefore, all the hyperbolas which he is having in his textbook and all can be verified using this particular website. Thank you. Let us learn to lead.